Hi, I'm Dr. Paul Van Valen, president of Eden Counseling and Consulting and transitional life coach with Van Valen Assessments and Consulting. And this is another little just 2 or 3 minute Facebook Live about stress. And this one's about social support. I began studying stress back in 1977 when I began my doctoral work. And it became a central theme in all of my studies. So I studied nurses and occupational stress and found that if you attribute too much responsibility to yourself, you're likely to be stressed and have negative thinking. So understanding the limits and boundaries is important, and you really can't do that without the support of others. We did this big study with 900 nurses, and one of the variables we looked at was social support. And consistent with all of the literature, my research showed that one of the key variables of coping with stress is to be socially connected. So that doesn't just mean being in a crowd, and right now nobody gets to do that. So we're really testing the value of our social support, the value of our capacity to maintain relationships using modern technology, phone, FaceTime, and Facebook. So those of you that may find yourselves getting a little depressed and withdrawing, it's especially important that you reach out to people. I've had two really tough periods of time in my life that total almost 10% of my life, actually. So 3 year periods. And during that time, hearing words of encouragement, even though they couldn't change how I felt, my very good friend Bob Buick on one occasion just said, "Paul, you're the same guy I've known all my life. You have value, you're gonna get better, and you're gonna make it through this." Now, I was feeling so bad, his words couldn't cheer me up. And so don't get discouraged if you are dealing with a friend who's depressed and they don't seem to cheer up. This conversation took place in 1997, and I still remember it really well. It was really impactful. So what you can do now, one of the reasons I'm doing what I'm doing is I'm kind of opening up the whole friend thing on my Facebook page wide open. And so you may see some people posting stuff that's sort of odd or even nut job or out there, but I'm sort of letting that happen. I'm going to delete things I think are maybe offensive or politically, biased or whatever. But what I'm trying to do is encourage, through my example, you to open up your Facebook, open up your Twitter and internet and whatever. And I'm going to try to learn some of that stuff, and just take a little more time to converse. Messaging is fast, texting is fast. Conversations take a little longer. One of a really influential pastor that I have a friend down in Florida said, we're really welcoming this. We're just encouraging all the staff, call people up, and they serve 5,000 people, but he's getting all the staff, call people up, and just take whatever time there is to encourage, to listen. And so we have this opportunity, particularly those of you, unfortunately, that are laid off. It's the opportunity to use other gifts and provide other things. And so anyway, that's what I wanted to share with you now. Do stay active. Don't multitask. I was talking about the stress of that. Don't try to do two things at once, but every now and then sit down and just look. Who could I encourage today? Who could I invite into? And you can get free Zoom accounts and free GoToMeeting accounts and create little groups at no cost. Now they're short for the freebies if you're doing a group. It's 40 minutes, but you can always start another one. So use technology well. Don't pull back. Find people that you can trust, that you can share your heart with, even if it's broken. And you will be pleased when you seek wisdom from people who are generous and caring. And so I'm going to keep doing this until either I'm exhausted or you all stop commenting. And so you'll hear from me soon. Take care of yourselves.